Good evening, America. It's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you are tuned in to the trusted source of candid conversation and unfiltered perspective. I'm Charlie, the country conservative, and welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. Tonight, let's dive into a topic that's on everyone's mind over the last 4 years. We've witnessed a government that seems more out of touch than ever before. Hardworking Americans, people who have struggled under policies pushed by those who seem more interested in political games than addressing the needs of our people. It's time we break down what these years have meant for the fabric of our nation and consider what changes is needed to get us back on track. The November 5th election, that's what's needed. It's almost here, and it's on everyone's minds. It's a significant moment that brings various issues, candidates, and discussions into the spotlight. As the days approach, people start weighing their options and making decisions that could shape the future. This is why we have to do everything we can to get people to vote, because we are less than a month away from saving our country or seeing it fall into the depths of hell. So sit back, relax, settle in, and get ready for an hour of insightful analysis, passionate debate, and, of course, the truth. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and the show begins now. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? We just got off of a hell of a good show by the Rebel Chicks. Vic and Gab, good job on tonight's show. Hey, Pat. Cecil, what's going on, man? There's Sean. Renee, how you doing? Alan, I see Alan there. Hi, Joan. And John. Lee. See, I didn't pass you up this time, Lee. How's everyone doing tonight? Going crazy. Had a great time at Trump's rally. Sorry I couldn't make it for the whole show, but Trump was running late anyways. On my way home, hi, Becky. I actually caught his caravan coming from Pittsburgh Airport to Butler. They had the interstate blocked off for miles. I'll bet you at least 10 miles. They had the interstate blocked off. Every exit, every crossover, they had it all blocked off. And what my dumbass do, I grabbed my phone, thought I had it on video to capture them coming down the interstate. Now, hell, I did not. I couldn't see. The sun was in my face while I was driving, and I tried to do it, and son of a bitch, I had it on photo, and I took one photo, and it was of a blank interstate. Man, that pissed me off. But, yep, thought I was going to get it in there, but I did not. Hey, Mark. Jerry, I see Jerry there. William Lockett, what's going on, man? But I missed that part. And but he was running behind. Good thing I did, because by the time I walked from the events to my truck, I couldn't even walk anymore. So I've never tested my leg out with the nerve damage I have in that leg, and I've never tested it out. Well, I did that day. That's about all I could have stood, because by the time I get, my back was hurting, my leg was just gave out, and I had no more in me. But I was glad I experienced this. It was the best experience imaginable. You saw my videos feeds. You saw the amount of people there. The amount of people that I talked to was just amazing. I got a couple sad stories. A couple veterans I talked to. The one veteran has a service dog for mobility, and he has to have it around every time. This is his fourth Trump rally that he's been to. He's actually was from California, believe it or not. He drove all the way from California to Pittsburgh for this Trump rally. Man, that is a dedicated man right there. And I don't know which of my live feeds. I did 3, I think, on Wimpkin, or 4 on Wimpkin. Like, one of them was like 20-some seconds because I lost signal. But the other 3, and I went up through the crowd and asked where people were at. They were from all over, not just Pennsylvania. I found a lot of Pennsylvania people. a lot from California. New York, man, New York was representing there. There was a ton of people there. I would have requested a wheelchair from the staff. Man, those guys had enough going on, Sean. And I try to keep those for the older people because they had a lot of people passing out because they weren't drinking the water. And the water was free. They had pallets of water all over the yard there, the fairgrounds. And they weren't doing it. One guy fell out right in front of me, probably 10, 15 feet in front of me. But medical was right behind me, so they were on him quick. But by the time medical people were passing out down below, and you saw, if you watched Trump, you saw he paused until they took care of that patient. That's a real president right there. Not one that falls asleep or checks his watch to see how soon he can get the hell out of here. He stopped until those medics got that guy up on the cart and towed him away. And it took a long time for them to get down through because they have to drive down through all the people to get down to where they're at. And people had to be moved out of the way because there was people sitting on the ground, laying on the ground and stuff. And but those medics did a great job. There was a lot of people passing out there, and it wasn't that hot. That's what I don't get. I mean, my mouth was drying out. I was like this, and I had white shit on it, and it was nasty. I only drank one water the whole 5 hours I was there. But I had water in my truck, man. I sucked about a gallon down when I got back. But they did a great job. The place was jam-packed. People waited in line for hours for food. Oh, yeah. It was just an experience. If you guys ever get a chance, you got to do it. One of the other stories that I got from another veteran is he's about my age, maybe a little younger. He had 23 years in service. He had 13 years in, the rest of it in National Guard. He had enlisted for the 13 years and National Guard for the rest. And he's being medically discharged. And because he got wounded, of course, in the line of duty with them, they are not giving him his retirement benefits. You believe that nonsense? After 22, I think it was 22. Yeah, 22. 12 years in, I think, in 10 or 13 years active, and the rest was in National Guard. That's what it was. And medically discharged from the service with no benefits. The only thing he gets to keep is his medical. You believe that nonsense? This guy was very gracious enough to serve or to tell me his story. I had it on body cam. I plugged my body cam into my computer, and my computer went haywire. It's not going back. It's going in the trash is what it's going to do. But I talked to a lot of people up through there, and I was charging my phone, so I couldn't get them on tape. But I did go up through and ask people where they were from. And like I said, they were everywhere. And I was surprised how many New Yorkers were in there. Oh, yeah. And I don't know if you guys caught the one where I was in Shitter Alley. And some woman sat there and told me, "Stop cussing. There's children here." I said, "Get the fuck out of here." Oh, yeah. And whoever she was with, "Hey, America Pier. Scandinavian friends in the house. Hi, Vic. Great show, girl. I don't know where Gab's at, but I said you guys had a great show earlier before you come on." But I was telling everyone up at Shitter Alley, I was standing in there, and I told everyone, everybody get in there and deposit Kamala's vote right there. They had a field day with that. But I couldn't believe that woman told me to quit cussing. There's kids around there because I said shitter. Oh, yeah, you believe that thing? You see that, Pat? I thought that was hilarious. People started laughing. They had a blast with it. People were really nice, really gracious about answering, where they were from and stuff like that. And I handed all my stickers out in 10 minutes. I could have made 1,000. People were actually passing me up and then turning around and coming back and getting a sticker. and I had on the back of it, and I had to tell them, I said, wimpkin.com/country conservative on the back, so they would check out Wimpkin. So I'm hoping that we'll gain some more people, not just on here, but on Wimpkin alone. Gain some more people on here. So that's why I put that's the only website I put on there. I didn't put Rumble or any of the other ones on there. I did tell them about some of them. You know, if they wanted to find me on Country Conservative, you could find me on any the other two. But I did put Wimpkin on the back, and man, if we have anything else like that, I'm going to make more stickers. It's just for the few hundred that I did and handed out, man. I mean, I was handing them out faster than shit. People are reaching for them and seeing them. I did have a few people though that passed me up and didn't come back. That tells me they were not for Trump, because they were Trump 2024 stickers. The round ones, if you guys have won a prize, you've probably got one. One of those round ones, it's 2024. I made red, white, black, blue. I made all those. I made 4 different colors, and people were loving that shit. With only a couple that I think they were liberals and they were infiltrating a Trump thing, but they can't fool us now, guys. That's the reason why I wanted to go. I wanted to make sure people knew that the truth and not the fake news media. Oh, I got another one. New York Post was there, and I talked to the journalist, and he was taking pictures. He asked I was sitting on the bench of a cart, one of the Secret Service carts. And he was sitting there, and we were talking to that couple that gave me that story, that last one. And, oh, thank you, Tina. And hi. I still got mine. I haven't decided where to put it yet. Well, put it somewhere there, William. But anyways, I was talking to him, and I was talking to that vet, and the New York Post journalist was eavesdropping. Well, he was 2 feet away from me. And after he got done shooting his pictures, he wanted to get up higher, so I let him stand on the bumper of that thing. And he got down and said, you know, we journalists don't like when you guys say we're fake news media. It's dangerous for them. Or he said dangerous for us, which he meant them. And I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, dangerous for you, but you guys can run your mouth about Trump, call him all these names and a threat to democracy and all that, but that's okay. But we're not supposed to say you're fake news when you're putting out fake news. I said, don't put out fake news. We won't have to call you that. And the people started laughing behind me, that vet and stuff. And I said, I don't give a shit. I don't like journalists. And it's a fact. And I could care less what the man thought. Some bitch that wants to sit there and try to tell me he doesn't like it when we say they're fake news. I pretty much give him away, Mark. So, but we could talk in email or something. But yeah, it's like I got all different kind of stickers, Mark. I can send you a video of them. But anybody wants stickers or T-shirt or something, you can email me, and we'll talk. But yeah, I got that one, and I talked to a Department of Homeland Security agent, and I asked him about the security there today and the security there when Trump got shot back in July. And I asked him, are there more agents now than there were back then? And he said, a hell of a lot more. And they're not allowed to talk politics or anything like that, which I understand. Me as a state employee, I wasn't allowed to talk about politics or anything like that. So that makes sense. They're not allowed to talk about anything like that stuff. But it was a great day, guys. They had the drones up in the air. They had the helicopters up in the air. They had so much. And there's probably stuff that I'm forgetting to tell you that I talked to. I mean, I talked to so many people. I walked up and down that whole fairgrounds. When I got there at 10 o'clock, I could barely reach the stage. And, you know, you always get these fake news media people that sit there and show you pictures right when it opens, right? Well, they didn't do it this time because the people were lined up at 5 o'clock in the morning, according to the agents that I talked to, and the sheriffs and stuff. They were lined up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I tell you what, and I told you guys on the videos, it was so long. I'll bet you, let's see, I'll bet you it was 3/4 of a mile from the entrance back to where people were stopped when I got there. And they just opened the gates up at 10 o'clock. I got there at 11. And that line shortened up. And they said it was back down the road and where I drove in from. And the people selling stuff was lined up probably 3 or 4 miles back, selling stuff all the way up to getting into the parking lot. And I was in the handicap spot. And people were lined up all the way down there. And then the other roads and places, there was people lined up down the roads, probably 4 or 5 miles selling stuff. Oh, it was crazy. You wouldn't believe it. If you guys have never been to one, if you get a chance, guys, look, we're only, 29 days away or something like that, away from this election. And that's so important. Now, I'm going to do something different here, guys. I bought 2 things at the Trump rally, and I'm going to give them away. But this time, it's going to be something different. I'm not going to ask a question. Anyone that wants to win any prizes anymore, I want you to email me or message me with your name and address. I'm going to print them out on my computer, put them in a bowl, and I'm going to draw names. If you don't email me with your name and address, or just your name now, and I'll ask you for your address later, I'll put it in a bowl, and I'm going to pick once a week. This is what I bought while I was at the Trump rally. Now, I took it out of the package. It comes in a package, and I'm going to read this. This is a political flip coin. Now, if you can see this, I will get this close for you guys to see. You see that side? That is Trump 2024. It says, heads, I win. That's on the red side, right? And now here's the tails one. And you see it says Biden. And it says, tails, you lose. It is metal. It is not plastic. It is very heavy. Hear that? Very heavy. And I am going to give one away a week. And then after that, it will be back to the travel mugs. But I thought these would be a nice gift to give somebody. If you guys want in, email me your name. I'm going to put them in a bowl. And on Friday's show, I will pick the first winner. Now, it says, if you have a political argument, use the political flip coin given to you. It's not cheating. It's outsmarting. Doesn't take much to outsmart the liberals. Now, the note is in here of what it is. If you see that there or not, guys. Whoop, well, I can't get it tilted. I don't know which way the hell I'm going here. But there it is. And you'll see on the back, that's what this says, the political flip coin. I got 2 of them, guys. I bought these these are official Trump stuff I bought from the rally. I am going to give them away. So whoever wants in on that and other giveaways, email me your names, message me your names. I'm going to write them down. I'm going to put them in a bowl, and I am going to choose from them. I think it's a little easier that way. And if you don't email me or message me with with your information, you don't get in. And I'm going to, whoever wins, I'm going to take that name out and put it in another bowl until we get other winners for the mugs and everything that I give away. And you can verify it with other people. Doesn't cost you a dime. I give this stuff away at my expense, not yours. I don't ask you for shipping or anything. I just ask you to watch the show. And if you don't watch the show, you'll never know what I'm talking about, right? So, okay. All right, Mel, I guess that's enough of me rambling about Trump's rally. But guess what? I do have another video that you guys didn't see from Trump's rally. And this is just a little compilation of about 2 minutes of what I took. Let me see if I can see that. I have stickers, too, for Rebel Chicks if you want one. Mine should be already in the mail, Vic. And Vic says she's got Rebel Chick stickers. If you guys want some, you got to let her know. Message her. Let her know, give her your name and address, and she'll send you one. I haven't got mine yet, but I'm waiting for it. Let me get down through here, and all right. Now, here is my first video, and I've got a few videos here to show you guys, and I wasted a lot of time, didn't I? Not 9:21. Sorry about that, guys. But here is the 2 minutes that you guys didn't see that wasn't live, so take a look at this. Here we go. There he is. Those were the state police, Pennsylvania State Police horses. Man, they are beautiful. And now the next one should be the one. You see that right through there, the red, white, and blue in between the things? That was the stage. That's as close as I could get to the stage. Now look at these trucks.
Register your current address. Change your party. Do it all.
That was some statue that some guy made. It was metal. It was really cool. And there's where he did the final flyover before going to Pittsburgh Airport. And that was the best. I tell you what, I wish I would have gotten at him coming down the interstate. They had 3 vans. They had Army truck. They had state police. They had all kind of cars. There was nobody on that interstate. I was going towards Pittsburgh, and they were coming back. I mean, they had our transportation department blocking off all the crossovers, and they had police from every township on every exit blocking them off so nobody could get on for, I'll guarantee you, 10 miles between Pittsburgh and Butler. And I'll tell you what, it was even great because I was by myself on my side, and his entourage, man, come up through there. That was the greatest feeling ever. I was like, damn, that was so cool. And I screw up and didn't get my freaking camera on video on my phone. I was so pissed off. That wasn't the best ever. But I still had a blast at the rally, guys. It was an awesome feeling. And thank you guys for tuning in all those times, off and on, me losing signal and shit. But it was weak signal. Vic did say that it was going to be weak signal, but or no signal at all. But I got it, and I got enough of a view for you guys to see, and I was happy with that. So, but thank you for tuning in, guys. It was very much appreciative. All right, let's see what else I got here. Oh, and I did show you this, and this is where I got about Kamala votes. My neighbors. You could take a look at this if it comes on. Come on. It's acting up. StreamYard's acting up today. It's not playing everything. There we go. That's my neighbor's yard. And that's where I got the idea of talking about Shitter Alley and depositing Kamala's votes there. Because, I mean, they had about 100 of those Porter Johns lined up through there. And everybody was coming right in from the entrance and going down that way. Why would you want to walk near shitters if you didn't have to shit? But that's the way everybody, you'll follow the leader. And that's what they did. They followed the leader right down into the shitter. So it was a great spot to grab everybody's attention. And it worked. So I'm going to go through the rest of these videos that I added after I loaded the show this morning. So this one is, of course, and I don't know if Vic showed them or not, but that's okay. Here's the word salad, the latest word salad from Kamala Harris. Take a look.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
Now, that just shows you that she cannot think from the top of her head. The question right before that, it was a prompted, it was already given to her. She already had the answer. And then he got off subject or topic and asked her a different question she wasn't ready for. This goes to prove that she does this every time, that she cannot think for herself. And people can't see this. That's the problem I have with all this. People can't see that, though. Because here's another example. When her teleprompter starts, and Dan Bongino, when he showed this earlier, said, can you guys catch when the teleprompter screws up? Hey, you're welcome, Pat. I had a blast. I am not going to Colorado, Jerry. That's too far. Way too far. Is her doing them in Colorado means she's not going after areas she would have lockdown? Oh, she ain't going to do anything that she doesn't have to do, Gary. There's MAGA. What's going on, MAGA? But tell me when you guys figure out when her teleprompter went dead. Take a listen.
And it's been rough for Kamala too, particularly yesterday when it appeared that her teleprompter malfunctioned for just a few seconds, and wowie, she did not handle it well.
Today we got 32 days until the election. So 32 days. 32 days. Okay, we got some business to do. All right. 32 days. And we know we will do it.
Oh, she's so uniquely hopeless.
She don't even know what the hell to say. 32 days. Did you catch that when she did it, though, guys? Did you catch when she did it? She had to take a deep breath. 32 days. And that's all she could say. 32 days. Oh, my God. How much more do you got to show people that she is dumb, as stupid as it could come? And I keep saying dumb as a box of rocks and dumb as a bowling ball. She's about as sharp as a dull tack, that's for sure. National Hurricane Center has announced that Hurricane Milton pressure has dropped to 897 mega whatever, making it a fifth most intense Atlantic hurricane. So it must be above Category 5, Jerry. When I saw it the last time, it was Category 5, and they just said it was intensifying even more. So what the hell? Oh, okay. Where'd that come from? Polymarket.com. You know, we don't take polls very seriously there, Jerry. Making dinner, homemade beef stew, and garlic. But, man, that sounds good, MAGA. But it looks like there's 54% of Trump winning and 46% down on Kamala Harris. But, guys, guess what? We're not going to let up. We've only got about 29 more days to save our country, or it's going to splash into the depths of hell. So we got to do what we can do. Hi, Renee. It's unbelievable how many people just don't get it. Exactly right. These people are so brain dead, brainwashed, whatever you want to call it. They got their heads so far up the Democrats' ass that they can't see the truth in front of them. And I get so sick and tired of them wanting to argue over lies. And their lies have been so much, and you prove it to them and they won't even listen to you. That's the pathetic part. All right, now, guys, and I think Vic showed this before. This is KJP 2022, 2024 about the FEMA money and where it's going. And it's going to be a split screen showing both years talking about the same thing. I want you to listen to this.
No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants. So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's emergency food and shelter program to eligible local governments and non-for-profit organizations upon request to support humanitarian relief for migrants.
Okay. So does she think that there's not a replay button on what she says? The lying hack that she is, the worst DEI hire ever in the world. And she think people's not going to see that and replay it and replay all the lies that have been coming out of the White House's mouth these past 4 years. She always sounds like her male voice is breaking through to me, Tammy. I didn't see Sammy say something. Did I miss it? It's a requirement for Dems to have irritating voices. Man, they got that right. I did miss something. When you rig elections, they could run rats and win. Oh, wait, they are running Marxists. Exactly. They're rats no matter how you look at it. It's going to war either way. It's going, oh, yeah, most definitely. If we can actually beat their election rigging, you know they're going to sick Antifa and Black Lives Matter and all those liberal idiots out, right? You know they're going to start rioting and burning down buildings and stuff. Well, we can help stop that. Unfortunately, you're right, Kurt. Yep, that's for sure. And they're lying. I mean, there's the proof. And you know what, though? Those idiot liberals will sit there and say, you're lying again. Even though you just showed them the proof, they'll still call you a liar, and you showed it to their face. It come right out of their mouths. But you're still a liar. Oh, yeah. Eligible government, that means Democrat cities and not for Trump territory. Exactly. That's my question for all these liars. They've been recorded saying the opposite of what they're claiming now, like the borders are. They try to paint over. Exactly right, Tina. Because how can these people sit there and say they didn't say that when you just showed them the proof? And that's what gets me with these idiots. How can they not see this stuff? Are they that damn dumb? They have to be. You can't have an ounce of brains and not see this right in front of your face. But these idiots will still vote for him just because, like my mother-in-law says, just because she's not Trump. I don't give two shits if you personally don't like Trump for what God-forsaken reason why. You can't say that he was not an excellent president. This country was in so much better shape when he was in there than ever before. But they want to sit there and try to deny everything that he did. And that's what pisses me off even more, too. Because they hate the truth. Yo, most definitely, Cecil, you most definitely are right there. They don't like the truth. You know what happened? Oh, wait, I got it. You know what happens when they get the truth? This is what happens when you tell a Democrat or a liberal the truth. They melt away. That's what the truth does to these lying-ass Democrat liberals. That's what happens when you tell those guys the truth. And it pisses me off. I'm going to tell you what, it's unreal. Now, I know Vic showed this one too. And this is Hillary Clinton spewing out the truth. Take a listen.
We should be, in my view, repealing something called Section 230, which gave platforms on the internet immunity because they were thought to be just pass-throughs, that they shouldn't be judged for the content that is posted. But we now know that that was an overly simple view, that if the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control. And it's not just the social and psychological effects, it's real harm.
Now, you see what she admits on live TV, that this is about control. They lose control of us. This is, and how can you not see that for a fact, guys? And I know Vic showed it, and I just couldn't get it out in chat. But this is about control. That proves everything that they're trying to do. That's why they have to win this election, because they want complete and total control of us. This is why we cannot let this happen. Let's get that hag off of my computer. Delete. And now this last one. I haven't even got to the show, guys, and we're almost done. We got like 23 minutes left. But this last one is of Chicago. And wait till you see what they did in Chicago. This will piss you guys off. Take a look. You guys see what kind of flag that is? It's a terrorist flag. Bigger than our American flag. In a Democrat-run city like piece of shit Chicago. And they're raising it on the highest pole that they have. Do you believe that bullshit? That flag should nowhere be near the United States flag. It should never be on a pole in this country ever. Disgusting pigs that they are. You raise a terrorist flag in our country, they should be burned to the ground. Exactly, Sean. That's in Chicago, Pat. Oh, yeah, this piece of shit, worthless son of a bitches had enough nerve to put that flag near our flag. Whoever did that, the gallows with them. Oh, my God. That is treasonous. Should never, ever come to this. All right, what do we got here? We got a couple things about... Oh, this one. I'm going to play a little bit of it. Exactly right, Sean. What country? That is Palestinian flag. That's our country in Chicago, Pat. But this one comes from Lee. Lee sent me this one earlier, and I'm going to show part of it. This is about... shit. I think it's about the voting. I don't even think I wrote on it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, come on. Oh, this is about Medicare and what Biden and Harris are doing to it. So I want you to take a look. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but I'm going to let you listen to most. But this comes from Lee. He sent me this earlier. Take a look.
Every single person that's on Medicare right now is fucked after the election. And I'm going to be real with you. The Biden-Harris administration fucked you so hard, I don't even know if electing Trump can save you. Let me explain. So the Biden-Harris administration is currently under investigation for violation of the Hatch Act. Now, I recognize a lot of you don't know what that is, but at its most basic, the Hatch Act prohibits political activity conducted in an official capacity. Now, in this particular situation, what they're investigating the Biden-Harris administration for is that they are inappropriately using taxpayer funds to mass defective Medicare Part D policies. These are policies that would increase the taxpayer burden from $30 per month to $142 next year. This is what's going to happen to your monthly cost for Medicare. Now, the reason they're being investigated for violations of the Hatch Act is that should have already kicked in, because the Biden-Harris administration took $230 billion from Medicare to fund the EV tax credits. Then when the seniors' premiums started spiking, the Biden-Harris administration took more money to pay off insurers to delay price hikes until after the election. So basically, the Biden-Harris administration fucked up. They raided $320 billion from Medicare to pay for their EV tax. And the result from that was Medicare premiums were going to spike. So what the Biden-Harris administration did was take money from other things and pay it into Medicare to try to keep the prices down. But they are only putting enough money in to keep the prices down until after November 5th. That's why they're being investigated under the Hatch Act, because they are inappropriately using funds that are not meant for this, and they are paying it into Medicare to cover up their own mistake, and they are only covering it up until after November 5th. Because in all reality, all of your Medicare premiums should have gone through the fucking roof. Your monthly Medicare premiums should have almost increased by 5 times. But the Biden-Harris administration is hiding that price increase until after the election. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be a really hard thing to fix. Now, the Biden-Harris administration doesn't care about actually fixing it because they're just going to blame the drug companies or the hospitals or the insurers. But in reality, there's no way around this. Like those of you on Medicare, your monthly payments next year are going to go through the fucking roof. And it's all because the Biden-Harris administration fucked up and robbed $230 billion from you. All so they could pay for those EV tax credits. And like I
Now, don't you just love it, how they're going to screw over the elderly? If I wanted Medicare right now, I could get it under my disability, but it's going to cost me $140 a month. Oh, yeah. Not the $30 that he was saying. It's already going to cost me $140. They don't give me enough anyways. So I'm thankful for what I do get because of the stupid state's going to screw me over here in a couple years. So, but yeah, thank you, Lee, for that. All right, next thing I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 more videos from the Trump rally. This first one is 11 seconds. I'm not sure what it is, but take a look at this one.
As I was saying,
now, do you guys remember where that's saying from? That was the joke that he started off with. Do you guys remember where that came from? Hi, Maureen. I forgot to say hi to you. Hello, Maureen. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. Don't matter if you're late or not. But if you guys remember that, let me know if you guys remember where that came, when that saying came from. They are screwing with taxpayers' money for sure in all areas. Oh, most definitely. Kamala is inappropriately using tax money to fund transgender surgery for prisoners and illegal immigrants, Renee. That money should be going to help the North Carolina. Oh, yeah, that was what the one vet that was at the Trump rally was bitching about, too. All the money that's going to the illegals that could be going to our vets, our homeless vets, and the vets that are injured like him. But no, we're not going to do that. Biden and Harris Company are traitors, and they should be prosecuted. I don't care the Biden mental capacity of immigration. Oh, most definitely. We still haven't got to the fact that I knew it was going to happen. We still never got down to it, how they threatened him with the 25th, but he's still in office. Oh, yeah. All right, here's the next one. Let me see here. Let me get this one out of the way. Oh, here's the next one. Elon Musk, guys. Take a look.
As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
He's dark MAGA. The man is eccentric, but he's awesome, right? And, all right, well, we're going to go on to the next one, which is Elon talking a little more. Take a listen.
This is a must-win situation. Must win. So I have one ask for everyone in the audience, everyone who watches this video, everyone in the live stream. This one request. It's very important. Register to vote. Okay, and get everyone you know, and everyone you don't know, drag them to register to vote. There's only 2 days left to register to vote in Georgia and Arizona. 48 hours. Like, text people now. Now. Oh, and then make sure they actually do vote. If they don't, this will be the last election. That's my prediction. Nothing's more important. Nothing's more important. So get everyone you know. Everyone. So I'm speaking to people out there. Everyone in the crowd, I think, is already convinced. But for people out there that are watching the video, watching the live stream, you need to get everyone you know, at work, your friends, family, text groups, your social media, everything. Get them to register to vote right now. Only 2 days left for Georgia and Arizona. Only a couple weeks left in Pennsylvania. And if they're not registered to vote, it doesn't matter at that point. Register to vote. I'm being repetitive for a reason, okay? So nothing is more important. And a lot of people think maybe their vote doesn't count. Well, it does, okay? It does. It matters. And this election could be decided by 1,000 votes, 500 votes. A tiny margin. So get everyone you know to register to vote. I believe that's swapthevote.com. I believe that's the site. And double check that your registration is good. Don't take it for granted.
He's exactly right, guys? Every vote counts, no matter if you think it or not. Every vote. We need every single vote, no matter what. And yes, Maureen, you are right. They are illegal criminals. If they did not come across here following the immigration process, you are a criminal. Be it man, child, woman, I don't care who it is. You are a criminal, and they should be treated as such. I'm still I need to email Trump's people and say, give me a bus. I would seriously do that. I would seriously drive their dumb asses back. If we keep going like this, the United States will have to start a GoFundMe page. Yeah, GoFundMe page for the United States. I made sure my nephews are registered. And oh yeah, guess what? I talked to the people that were registering people at the Trump rally, and they did flip Democrats over to Republican there at the rally. The non-voters are the biggest believers in the lies. Oh, most definitely, Becky, because the non-voters are, half of them are illegal immigrants or criminals or getting free shit. They're not going to believe the lies. You're right, Becky. But yeah, they flipped, I don't know, maybe a dozen, I think it was when I was there and when I talked to them. But they were flipping people, they were registering people, all at that rally, and that was awesome too. And I wish my body cam wouldn't have been, I don't know, it must got a virus or something in it. I'm going to throw it away and buy me a new one because everything was flickering on my screen. I can't have that again. I'm not even going to chance it. I'm not even going to plug it in. But all right, guys, now hence the title of the show. Have you had enough the last 4 years? Now, I'm going to show you this. And if you can't read it, I am going to read them off to you. And I got the list on my screen here. So I am going to show you all the list of what we've had enough of. Take a look. Or have you had enough of political targeting that seeks to discredit, demonize, and even assassinate political opponents? Have you had enough of the USA being the world's police for spending millions and billions of dollars of foreign nations when our nation is desperate for security funding ourselves? Political spending that only helps those favored by the ruling elite? Have you had enough of catering to illegals who are treated better than above the United States citizens? Have you had enough of FEMA ignoring the U.S. citizens in favor of illegals? Have you had enough of Washington, D.C.'s polls dictating personal choices and ignoring state rights? Have you had enough of Washington's, as usual, the hypocritical speaks of compassion? Have you had enough of social injustice warriors who intimidate and demand DEI infringing upon civil rights? Have you had enough of corporate DEI hires crammed down your throat through advertisement, entertainment, and Hollywood stars? Have you had enough of substance lacking joy, the thing that genuinely sorrow and multiple misery? Have you had enough of word salads and have no objectivity and only confusion? Have you had enough of MSM talking heads telling you that you should believe in ignoring reality and reporting? And have you had enough of devilish cackling, touting a greater economy, security, and immigration control when it's not true? Now, have you had enough of the old political hypocrisy that too many in the U.S. indifferently shrug off with unconcerns. If you agree with every one of those and have had enough of every one of those things I read off, that's why we got to get out and vote Republican. That is why we have to get out and vote for Trump. And these are just some of the things that we've had enough of. And we, the people, have been just pissed off and have been fed up for years now. And not only with the Democrats, with the do-nothing Republicans that are in there right now. The people that are running these things in there, the commissions, or whatever you want to call them, like the Judiciary Committee and all them, doing nothing, sending letters, holding hearings, doing nothing, not getting anything accomplished, not holding anything accountable. We're sick of it all. And if you guys agree with it, you know what we got to do come November. There's no doubt about it. But 58% of the people are concerned about voter fraud this coming election. Well, no shit. We know it's going to happen, and it's got to be changed. And that's what we've got to change. All right, let me get this one going, and here we go. Here is a sign that popped up around England. It's mysteriously popped up, they said. Or no, I'm sorry. It popped up in New York City. Take a look.
Mysterious Trump-themed traffic signs have popped up across New York City. From Staten Island to Park Slope, bold and unexpected, they've got everyone talking. These signs, mimicking real traffic symbols, feature Trump's unmistakable silhouette. Spotted in high-traffic areas like the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, they've sparked everything from humor to outrage. Instagram is buzzing with reactions from jokes about MAGA country to frustration at the unauthorized signs. Some call them hilarious, others, just a big orange warning. Nick's Department of Transportation has started removing the signs, but some locals are snatching them up as quirky mementos. One sign even found its way onto a truck after being taken from a gas station. Are these signs political satire, support for Trump, or just a clever prank? No one knows for sure, but they've certainly made New Yorkers stop, stare, and debate.
Isn't that just the best thing you've ever seen? Oh, yeah, most definitely. All right, where are we at? Let's get into this real quick because we're running out of time here.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States. President Obama.
Bringing the laughs lately, and their parody of the vice presidential debate had some golden moments. This is champagne comedy.
Governor Walz, you claimed you were in Hong Kong during the 1989 Tiananmen Square massacre when you were home in Minnesota. Can you explain that?
So I think what happened is I went to Epcot. You can go around the whole world, and I had a couple in the Germany section, and I thought I went to China. Anyway, I'm a knucklehead.
I thought that was great. I thought that was hilarious. If you're prepped and prepared for it, expecting, check out this video. Oh, thank you, Marine. Oh, Kurt, you're going? Damn, I missed you, man. Good night, Kurt. But I thought that was hilarious by Saturday Night Live, and I do not like Saturday Night Live, but I do like our lefty losing and friends at Sky News. But all right, guys, I want to get a couple more real quick before we run out of time here. Now, Dick Morris to Newsmax said we're headed for a landslide like Reagan. If you guys you don't know what I'm talking about with the Reagan sweep, take a look at this.
In Idaho, which he carried with 66% of the vote in 1980, in Idaho, we project that Mr. Reagan has again won the state and its 4 electoral votes. Here's the electoral total as it stands now. It is an all so far. Many states are still open, still voting. So far, it is almost a totally clean sweep for Reagan. The 3 for Mondale from the District of Columbia.
Big one, the biggest one of all on this election map, the home state of the President of the United States, California, 47 electoral votes. President Reagan, the winner in California. Mondale and Ferraro spent a lot of time and a lot of money in that state, had hopes that they could knock the president off in his own state, but tonight proves that they could not. We're going to project another state for guess who?
We have very few left.
Guess who? Ronald Reagan wins the state of Hawaii.
I have a projection, one we have all been waiting for with some interest and curiosity. It is from Minnesota. We project that in Minnesota, Walter Mondale has won his home state, and the first state he has won this evening. It's fairly close. It should be remembered, by the way, that Mondale has not actually lived in Minnesota for about 20 years. He's lived in Washington. But nevertheless, it's his home state. He grew up there. And there you see the first blue state on the ABC News map. Minnesota for Mondale.
The day after one of the most impressive presidential victories in American history, President Reagan and George Bush won 59% of the vote, beating the Mondale-Ferraro ticket by 18 points.
That is what Dick is predicting. Now, the last thing I want to show you is Biden throwing Kamala Harris under the bus before we sign off here, because I wanted to get to this one, but it's really good. So you guys got to watch this. It's only 44 seconds. Take a look.
There have obviously been a number of crises that the country has been facing over the past several days, with the hurricane, with the port strike, with the situation in the Middle East. Can you talk about how your vice president, who is running for the presidency, has worked on these crises and what role she has played over the past several days?
Well, I'm in constant contact with her. She's aware we're singing from the same song sheet. She helped pass all the laws that are being employed now. She was a major player in everything we've done, including passage of legislation which we were told we could never pass. And so she's been, and her staff is interlocked with mine in terms of all the things we're doing.
There's the fact right there. She is responsible for everything that's been going on in this country. So there you have it, guys. We're sick and tired of this past 4 years. We've got to change it coming up here in about 29 days. No matter what we got to do, we got to do everything we can do, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And here's my information for all you guys new to the show. Please join us on Wimpkin.com in chat. And let me know what your feelings are, guys. This is what we do it for. Let me know what you guys are doing. Join me tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, for another great episode of Conservative Viewpoint. I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to leave you with this. Let's focus on the importance of preserving traditional values and principles in today's rapidly changing world. It's crucial to remember that they found the foundation beliefs that built this nation, rooted in personal responsibility, limited government, and individual freedoms. The strength of our communities and integrity of our families depend on our commitment to standing by these values, even when it's not the easiest or most popular path. As we reflect on the pressing issues facing our country, let's dive to honor the legacy of those who came before us by safeguarding the principles that make our nation strong. As we wrap up another insightful evening, remember, staying informed and staying engaged is our best defense against the challenges we face. Let's continue to shine the light on issues that matter and push forward, grounded in our principles. So until next time, which is tomorrow night, guys, have a good night. Stay true to what matters most. Take care, and see you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.